All right. Welcome back to the Well-Regulated Podcast. This is episode 5. Joining me, I got GE Outdoors, GE Machines, my cousin David here. Today we got some more stories from crazy New Mexico. Man, this place really needs to get its stuff together. How have you been, man?
Oh, I'm good. Good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. So anything new happen?
Just a lot of work. I had to work a lot of overtime this week. That was the only real difference. Other than that, same old, same old.
Do anything for Valentine's Day?
Oh, yeah. We went to the world famous Monte Carlo Steakhouse on Central and the river.
Never heard of it.
Nah, of course. Nobody has. But yeah, I think like Bourdain went there. And like a few other people.
Well, if he went there, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, right.
I didn't do anything. I worked, and Jessica and the baby made me this.
Oh, that's nice.
It says, "Love you, Daddy," and the O is the baby's handprint. So,
Dang.
that's pretty cool.
Very artistic.
Right. Anyway, I can't put that back up right now, so. Cool. So, what'd you have over there? Steak?
No, I got the burger. They got a good burger there, so.
Nice.
Yeah, she got the steak, of course. Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. So, this first story I want to go over because right now the New Mexico, I don't know what they call it here. I'm still learning. Congress, Senate, the New Mexico legislator is having a session right now. Yeah. And right now their focus is on crime and public safety and stuff. And they're trying to push some wacky stuff in there. So I'll just give this a quick read. Where's this from? This is from the Santa Fe New Mexican. As the State House of Representatives prepares to take up a crime package as early as Saturday today, Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham is expressing her support, but calling on lawmakers to do more. The package only consists of 6 bills, so they're trying to pass like an omnibus thing. I support these bills. We don't really care what she says. Let's get to the real meat. Bills still pending in the Senate would address violent crime, gun crimes, serious issues related to juvenile offenders, but most are not yet scheduled for hearings. I hope the Senate will hear these bills soon and help us produce a more comprehensive and effective public safety package possible. The governor's, let's see. So she's pleased that she's getting bipartisan support. Okay, here we go. Grisham is hoping at least 10 other public safety bills reach her desk, though Capitol insiders predict some of them, such as Senate Bill 279, which would ban the sale or transfer of semi-automatic rifles, are unlikely to cross the finish line. Mm-hmm. Other bills include increasing the penalties for being felons in possession of a firearm to a second-degree felony with a minimum sentence of 9 years, expanding offenses. I want these bills to make their way through this process and be on the governor's desk so she can sign them into law. So, what do you think about that? How do you feel about the potential non-sale of semi-automatic rifles in the state of New Mexico?
Relieved, because the same thing just happened in federal. They didn't get anything in time in for quote-unquote assault rifles, what they call. I guess that's.
But she's just saying any
semi-automatic.
Yeah, like the 22 that we were shooting,
right?
Like your son was shooting the other day.
Never happened.
Yeah,
never happened.
No, I kind of hope she does, because I would love to be part of the lawsuit that like the Firearms Policy Coalition or Gun Owners of America file against her in the state to go potentially to the Supreme Court. Yeah. So I know it won't, because that's a gross, it's a gross violation of the Second Amendment. It would never pass.
Yeah.
But as far as the other crime bills, It depends on the bill. I don't like that they're trying to pass 10 different bills in one bill, or 16. There were 6 and they wanted to add 10. Yeah.
The ones that did gain a lot of ground were the 2 I think I might have told you about. One is the red flag law. And then the second one was, it was the turning a semi-automatic, like what did we talk about?
The Glock switches.
Glock switches. So right now that's federally, that's a crime. That's, it's against the law to have those federally, but in the state, they didn't have that. So I think that one gained a lot of ground in that red flag law. I saw something about that they'll be able to enter your home without waiting the 48 hour waiting period to confiscate your firearms from anywhere from 10 days to 1 year in our state. Every state differs on how many days that is, but that red flag law is gained a lot of ground federally also.
Despicable. What do you feel about red flag gun laws?
I'm not sure about them yet. I don't know what to think about them yet. Because on one hand, you have, people that I actually have been worried about and thought, I wonder if this is a person that would qualify, just because I was actually worried about the person. Even jokingly, because the guy was real upset at work about his girlfriend, but we were kind of just joking around. I don't know. I think it's really, really unconstitutional, to tell you the truth.
Definitely take the guns first and due process later, like Trump said. No, I'm totally against them. It's pretty much an offending or a complaining party going to a judge, making a complaint without you being there present to defend yourself, and then sending cops essentially to your house to confiscate your guns.
No, we need guilt. What is it? Innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly, and that's not the case. That is any random person that you might have upset.
Yeah, I don't want to admit it, but it is really a scary law to be.
Yeah, it's going to be abused for sure, and also there have been times where this has happened, either a frivolous claim made or a legitimate claim made. That's beside the point, where police do go to confiscate, and then it ends up turning into a situation where a police officer is injured or killed, or the person there is trying to confiscate is injured or killed.
Sure.
And I think if you're going to have a court hearing to sign a warrant or a protective order to take the guns, why couldn't that same hearing be used to also have the person being accused there? You know what I mean?
His right to be proven innocent.
Yeah, exactly.
If he is.
So I'm 100% against them.
Yeah.
Sure, I could see where...
Like I said, that was the one time we just joked around about it, and that was the one time it ever entered my mind. Other than that, I can't imagine, and especially somebody that that's their right. Who are we to tell them?
Yeah. No, I've totally, like, when I lived in Louisiana, when I first got into firearms, I was very worried about who knew, because we didn't have red flag laws, and we still don't, but I was still like worried of like somebody would try to pull that shit on me because of who I am, and like, people,
yeah, sure,
have reason to not like me.
What do you think of the whole ghost gun? What do you think?
You mean being able to make your own firearm to defend yourself with?
Right. What do you think? What's wrong with it?
Nothing.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is one of the ones that was pushed by Biden, right?
Yeah.
And now it's getting pushed back. Trump is pushing back now on everything that was.
Ghost guns is the term that they use, like assault weapon, to like make it more scary than it is, or to make it scary when it's not.
And it works. Whew.
Ghost, yeah, dude. I mean, that's ghost guns. I remember Grandpa, I straight up went over not the other day. It was a couple years ago, but I'd come to visit because it was before I moved back.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, this is what I'm doing now, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, you don't have any of those ghost guns, do you? I was like, bro, what is that?
Well, they still watch CNN,
Yeah,
they
it's
watch
crazy
all the
because
mainstream
they
stuff,
like
so.
Trump and stuff. And
They do,
know.
but they don't understand. And it's hard to talk to them now about those kind of things. But that end of the media is very biased. All media, not just that end.
Yeah, no,
All media.
you're right. It's true. Yeah, happened. Anyway, we can get into that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think people should be able to make their own firearms,
Right,
and
exactly.
and people they're trying to, like, in New York, I think specifically, they're trying to push legislation to require a background check on 3D printers because they could be used to make guns. So it's like, requiring a background check on a piece on an aluminum block because it could be used to make a firearm.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Right,
where
have like where's it is just might as well put a background check on everything you buy.
Right. There you go. Sure.
So that's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, I am pro making your own firearm
too, man.
to defend yourself.
When I read that just recently, what Trump was saying, or what the story was saying, I said, man, no kidding. That how should it be against the law?
Yeah, it's because they don't have serial numbers, and then they think if the gun doesn't have a serial number, if it's used in a crime, it can't be traced. And
I guess it all depends on how you feel about.
You could say that all firearms, even homemade ones, require a serial number, and then you etch a fucking 1 into it or a 0 or whatever, and then
Let's
what?
go.
But still, like, how is that going to help?
Let's put a little shop right next to your wife's with the gun making setup.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah, as long as we don't sell them,
Yeah,
we're good to go.
Exactly.
Personal use.
Let's see what Trump says first.
Guess we'll wait. All right. Let's see. This next one I got off of your X feed. If you guys don't know already, follow my cousin, GE the Dumb Plumber. Let's get into it. This is Jessica Garate. Is that a type
Karate.
Is that a fighting style? All right. Stupid.
What started out as a simple traffic stop turned into an arrest after police say the suspect tried to get them off his tail by having a friend drive by and fire off a gun to divert their attention. News 13.
Can I just stop right there? That is a true ass homie right there.
That's what I'm saying.
If you called me up and you were like, dog, cops are on me, I need you to drive by, blast a couple shots in the air, I'd be, first after I was done laughing, I'd be like, dog, you're going to have to go fuck yourself on this one.
You're done. And they were all, well, you can tell here in a minute that they're all kind of in a group, as they call gang.
Gang.
I thought the exact same thing.
All right. That's all right. Let's go.
Drive by and fire off a gun to divert their attention. News 13's Gabe Chavez has the police body camera footage showing what went down.
We have basically two 18-year-olds, two 16-year-olds, and a 19-year-old.
Last November, Albuquerque Police...
They better have been shooting a rifle out that window because none of them could have been able to purchase a handgun.
No, these are the ones that got pulled over.
Oh, okay.
They do have handguns. Wait, watch.
Okay.
Pull over a car near San Pedro and Lomas for suspended registration. The officer questions the driver, asking if there are any guns in the car.
And there's no firearms in the vehicle, right?
No, sir.
Okay, cool.
Of course not.
The officer noticed gunshot
What do you mean, of
casings
course
through the back window when he's approaching. Officers wait for dispatch to run the plates and licenses. Then, a car goes flying by.
He's shooting from a motor vehicle.
Did that just come out?
Yeah, no, that was that car.
Was it?
Over the radio, officers learned something interesting about what just took place.
I think the rear passenger was on a video phone with the driver of that vehicle that was shooting.
Officers
How do they
could
know
see a
that?
gun sticking out of
Yeah, I
the
don't
backseat
know.
of the car.
There's a gun in plain sight? Yeah. Cool. Shut the doors. It's getting towed and sealed.
They placed 19-year-old Josiah
sealed.
Arvizu in cuffs. He was the one police say was on FaceTime with the individual driving the car where shots rang out.
Hey, brother, we got 2 guns.
We got 2 guns. Where's the other gun?
They're right next to each other.
As officers continue to investigate, they find a second gun and switches to turn them into an automatic machine gun.
There you go.
Chavez,
Damn.
Screwing it up for everybody.
13.
Arvizu is charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
I mean, on paper, that was a good plan. But, yeah.
No.
It was like, bro, you got to drive by really fast and just fire off a couple. I promise.
Did they say they got the other ones?
I don't remember.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I thought when I said Albuquerque is hard, man. These little guys, they're not messing around.
Yeah.
God,
There's the same in New Orleans. I'd see videos of kids in these schools in New Orleans with backpacks full of guns hanging out in the gym. It's like, what, bro? And I was like, how is administration not seeing this video?
You remember that one guy that used to carry a gun in school when you were in high school?
I remember a teacher.
There's okay. There was like one kid I remember that ever like went back in my day. And I was like, oh, he carried his gun to school.
I mean, I always carried a pocket knife or, never a gun, but also I wasn't really a gun guy in high school. I was more focused on partying and getting laid. And then also when I was working, buying a gun wasn't on my mind. It was buying booze and stuff to party with. But no. Although I'm sure I went to Cibola, so I'm sure, it was around and I was just too oblivious to it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you didn't really hear about it like you do now. You're right. So it's constant.
Yeah. And also like social media puts like a magnifying glass. For some reason, kids, and not just kids, but people in general, like to film their crimes and then post it for everybody to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, did you see the with the Glock switch? On the subject of that, it was on that armed self-defense that you sent me, where the police officer went up against a Glock switch with he had an extended on his Glock, but he didn't. I mean, but he's.
Was that inside of like a building in like an office? No,
it was in his car. He had to shoot through the window, and they went on about like shooting through the window and things like that. But yeah, it's unarmed and what is it called?
Active self-protection.
There you go. It was, I think, the last one he just posted.
Let's see.
But
I was looking for.
I mean, yeah, it was like, wow. It did give him a way unfair advantage against that police officer. Why not just give it to the police? Well, I don't know.
Well, the police can have automatic. I mean, their rifles are select fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You ever seen a cop's fucking M4? It's a real M4. It's not an AR, bro. It straight up has burst, single, and safe.
Nice.
Not really. Why do they get better guns than what I can have?
But we can. All you need is the stamp.
No. Fuck that. Cops don't need a stamp. Why do I need a tax stamp?
Right.
The whole point of the Second Amendment is to have the same arms that the government has. Well, it's not the whole point, but it's a major point.
I don't know.
All right, moving on. Let's see.
But yeah, did you you didn't see that one, huh?
Mm-mm.
It did. It gave him a big time unfair advantage.
At first, because you're letting off all those rounds in a second, right? What if you miss?
He got him. He got him with the shrapnel, and then the cop did end up shooting him.
Right, exactly. Like you're out right away, and then also, like you also have that rise. I mean, unless homie practicing with his switch. I mean,
or I guess my question is, do you think it gives him?
I mean, an advantage.
Yeah.
I think any sort of automatic weapon gives you an advantage.
But not when it's only 15 round or what, 30. You can put a 30. How many can you?
If they add an extended mag, probably like 30 or 33. They have 20 round. I mean, but still, I don't know. I think
you might be better off with a semi-auto. You're right, because you get to reset every time.
Right.
Because, like I say, all he did is hit I think shrapnel is what hit the police officer, and the police officer actually got him through the window. It's pretty good.
All right. Let me find it. It was on active self-protection.
Yeah, thanks for showing me that channel. It's great.
Yeah, I used to watch it a ton at first, and I don't know. I kind of need breaks from seeing all this like really rough stuff.
No, I get it. Oh, it's right there. Arizona Trooper.
Okay, cool. 16 minutes. We're just going to get to the good parts. So
there are very few times where I would ever recommend an officer fire through their windshield. Today, though, I think we're actually going to get to see one. We're watching the badge cam of an Arizona DPS trooper who has tried to pull a guy over for a traffic violation. That guy has decided he wanted to run. Instead, they have played a little bit of bumper cars.
Should I make our heads really tiny like that when we watch the videos?
That's not been good. And we're about to watch it get way out of hand. Let's listen in.
Just be advised, he did a U-turn and came head on and swerved off to the shoulder to miss him. Zero 215, contact with them. Send me other units. Where you at? Put your hands up! Put your hands up now!
So he's got the extendo on his, right?
Put your hands up! 0215,
probably like a 22, 20 round something. Oh, shit.
Ow.
Yeah, but he's...
0215, shots fired.
Bro, get your new mag already.
He is. He's on it. He's not bad. Really. He's doing all this at once. The driving, the getting the car in position, getting in the way of the bullets.
You're right. I'm just Monday morning quarterbacking it.
Yeah, I know. This guy's on it.
0215, start me units. Thompson and Pell.
Now it's just single semi-auto fire. Sounded like coming. There he goes. He's hit.
0215, I'm hit. Zero 215, shot in the back.
After hitting our trooper from behind with at least one round, I think it was shrapnel that he hit him with, our ne'er-do-well, he was hit as well. And so then eventually he wrecked his car, went out into the weeds there, didn't realize that he was being watched by the eye in the sky, where he dropped off a bag with a whole bunch of fentanyl and methamphetamines and guns and all kinds of other fun.
Yeah.
But the officers did end up
Good job,
getting
Arizona.
a hold of him, and after taking him to the hospital, he is facing a cornuplethora of charges. Our officer was taken to the hospital and then treated and released, which tells me that the injury was probably shrapnel. It wasn't terribly bad. And
what is that,
M16?
Yeah.
It's dragging that beautiful thing all over the ground.
Right. Damn, that was
you a better sling.
That was intense, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's I had to have you see it, man. And then, like I said, he had that Glock switch, but I think you're right. I don't think it did him much. Maybe much.
I mean, I don't also think he knew. I think he was just trying to send lead down range so he could get away.
Right.
Because I don't know if he was firing through his windshield.
He was.
To shoot to the cop.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But when you hit a windshield, your bullet yaws. So as it's coming towards the cop, if he's aiming for the cop, like what might have saved him is the guy not compensating for how it's going through the window.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, they're always, until the glass is weak enough,
right?
When it hits, it's going.
Well,
boom.
Sure.
That's just the physics of it.
Sure.
But Damn, that was lucky. Yeah, I've seen some crazy ones like that too, where it was I don't know, it might have been two cops. They pull over this car, dude jumps out with the rifle and just lays into him, full auto. And man, I don't want to try to find it. Let's see, full auto on cop.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was a crazy one. Damn. I mean, I don't know. He has so many.
See, but you don't. The thing is, there was no dash cam, so I don't know if he was on foot. I don't know if he was still in the car. He was trying to get him or what. Because if he was on foot, it seems like I would have taken cover in my car and gotten out my rifle and got on him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I say, you couldn't see the.
And then also, if he was hit, he was probably just trying to hold off till backup got here.
No, good on him, man, for getting that guy off the streets. Piece of, you know what?
Right? Yeah, I don't know. He has so. It happened at night. I don't know if I could find it. But man, yeah, this guy puts out so many videos. He has so many crazy ones that are like, the joke used to be like, and this one's coming out of Brazil, where an off-duty cop, blah blah blah. It's like, bro, is everybody who in Brazil an off-duty cop? Like literally, like everybody's an off-duty cop.
I love that one. Open carry didn't help him.
Yeah, let's
did you
watch
see that one?
I've seen it several times.
Okay.
He just.
I watched it right away because I thought it was normal open carry, like how I do. But it wasn't. It was like a stupid dummy.
Yep.
Only place I would carry like that is in my house. Nobody's around.
Right.
Research informed defense of severe active self-protection. As always, every day, I am your host.
Yeah, this guy's
They meant-
dummy. Then he pleads with him.
He's dropped a ton of weight.
Fight, you need.
All right, here we
The
go.
more show up, let's watch and listen into what happens, including this first one.
What?
What is this? Looks like New Orleans, and that
Wait,
white boy.
pause.
That
Right
white boy be me, the only one. All like,
You know what this is?
no.
This was this is in Atlanta, I believe, or somewhere.
Does he say?
I believe it's.
No, it doesn't say. He probably
He's
said,
gonna
but
tell
I
you,
skipped it.
It's somewhere like, but Atlanta, somewhere where it's super, like a lot of crime. But anyways, this guy, see, when he seen him come in, this other guy, he kind of like signals at his pocket. I saw like, hey, I've got mine right here, and like, watch, let it play.
First one.
This guy?
Yeah, the one in the blue hat. Watch. He sees these guys come in, and he's like,
He's all what?
and he like reaches for his kind of and gets the heck out.
Hey, bro. Hey, man, that's my gun, man. Give my pistol back, bro. Don't do me like that, dog. Hey, come on, bro. Bro, come on, man. Don't
What does he have? The other guy, the rifle.
Oh, right, something. Oh, it looks like an AR.
Hey, come on, dog. Hey, bro.
No, that's over.
Hey, don't do me like that,
Leave it
bro.
alone.
Hey, that was wrong, bro.
Get another gun.
Right?
Learn your lesson.
Don't. Well, this guy is stupid, bro.
I hate this part. How drunk was he, or just happy-go-lucky, or just to go after
Jesus
somebody with a
Christ.
rifle like that?
I'm down. I'm down. Hey, I'm gonna go out the other door. You hear me?
Jesus Christ.
That was probably a high point. It looked like a Brico Jennings.
Okay, hello.
Yeah, lock that bitch.
I don't know. He just got through saying that shit.
That's terrible.
This is so common, I literally could not find a news story for it anywhere. So if you have a news story, do me a favor, put it in the comments, would you? It looks like maybe he got hit, but I'm not sure, and looks like everybody ran away. Boy, there is...
First off, pocket carry in the first place is stupid.
In public?
Second of all, pocket carry in your back pocket without a holster. What I meant to say the first time, pocket carry without a holster is stupid. Pocket carrying in the hood, in your back pocket with your fucking Jinko ass jeans with that pocket all open, gun fucking shape in it. That's stupid, bro.
It's very stupid. I seen the exact same thing happen when I was a kid. Exact same thing happened in my neighborhood when I was just a young kid. Like you just don't do that. You just don't go show. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that should have been hidden.
Yeah, and everybody was ready. I wonder if they knew that guy, knew he carried, because as soon as he pulled the one out, the other homie was right there with the rifle in case he tried to do something.
Yeah.
Damn, they ambushed his ass. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Fuck. Yeah. What was even more stupid than the way he was carrying was going after them.
Right. Exactly.
Don't do me like that, bro. You just got robbed by like 4 homies, heavily armed, and you're gonna fucking chase after him. Oh wait, homeboy.
Yeah,
that's my pistol.
No. All bets are off once the gun's in his hand. That's it.
I mean, like, what else?
It was like when I was a kid. The poor little buddy, man. He is a guy that he was a white guy in our neighborhood. He's cool though. He hung out with all of us, and my buddy was in one of the biggest gangs over there in Casa Grande. And anyways, that guy owed him only like $20 or something for like a bag of weed. And he just goes over there, acts like he's friends with him. We go to his house. And the guy's, check out my rifle. It's a .22 rifle. It's a regular hunting rifle. It's like a bolt action. Oh, check it out. Oh, that's cool. My buddy Junie says. He's, that's cool. Let me check it out. All right, it's mine. He points it at him. Oh, fuck. And poor guy, man, and me too. And I say, hey, no, Junie, no, man, no. I got all freaked out too, man. And I'm like, no, man, don't point it. And
you're all the 4 rules of firearm safety.
So, and then my buddy too, the other guy, he's like, ducking behind the car. No. And he's like running, and he's like pleading like that guy, but running the other way. And yeah, people are that dumb.
Yeah.
Gee. Don't do that. That's if you ever get in that situation, just call it a day. Right?
Yeah. Homie's putting himself in that situation, but I've totally been that guy. I used to go to the gas station by my house. It was the Shell, ran by like Iranians, and it was just like me as the only white guy going in there buying booze, 40s, whatever. I never had any problems, right. Luckily, but I also am not a dumbass.
Right.
And also I knew people from the hood. Like I knew the people who worked at the gas station. Like, I don't know. Doesn't mean if, like you just said, just because I know you don't mean I won't rob you, but I think they knew I was poor.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy's buying the bottom shelf vodka.
Like you said, brandishing.
No, fuck no. That's stupid.
And didn't you have your concealed carry in New Orleans?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But I also... Well, that guy was concealed carrying, but just like a dumbass. No, he
wasn't. That's not... No, it's not.
Yeah, it was in his pocket.
It's not concealed carry.
Well, he tried.
You can see the pistol handle.
He tried. It didn't work.
Try hardy.
All right. Let's check this one out. This one again is from New Mexico. Bill looking to amend New Mexico's red flag law moves forward. A bill that would bring changes to New Mexico's red flag gun laws is moving forward in the Roundhouse. What's the Roundhouse? Is that like
the legislative?
Oh, that's like the state house. Okay,
I guess.
Thought it was a cool move that the governor did. House Bill 12 is heading to the floor after passing the Judiciary Committee on a 7-4 vote. If passed, the bill would amend the current Extreme Risk Firearms Protection Order Act. See, they word it like that. Like, it's not a bad thing. Extreme Risk Firearm Protection Order Act. It's only for people who are at extreme risk and will not be abused at all. As it is, the bill currently allows a judge to order that guns be temporarily taken away from individuals who are deemed a danger to themselves or others. Okay? The judge deems this, by the way, without you being there. If the amendments are passed, House Bill 12 would make it so that law enforcement officers can file those petitions themselves. Imagine pissing off a cop at a traffic stop. Next thing you know, you're getting your house raided because he didn't like your attitude. It would also remove the 48-hour waiting period, allowing officers to seize weapons immediately after an order is filed. Now, this is fucked. This cannot go through.
No.
What do I got to do to make this not go through? What fucking House bill was that again?
Here's where the problem comes into play. All of our congressmen, that even the one that called me the other night, Gabe Vasquez, they're all Democrats. They're all for it.
Yeah. Well, we need to vote them out. This is
You're telling
fucked.
me. But we don't even have anybody coming up for, this next election Republican at all. Like you said, I think we got another cycle to go through here.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But the good thing about, I seen the silver lining and all this for me and you, bro, is it's going to be a good year for us work-wise. And we have this year for to stock up whatever we want, whatever our rights allow us to.
Yeah.
Because I want a couple of cool things that I've never had. And,
Yeah, I mean, you're barely getting into the whole firearm game, so it's all new and exciting for you.
Oh, my goodness.
So, I mean, I know what you mean. I need to find that story again because that is crazy. I have not heard any other states being able to do that. The cops being able to take away your guns.
Post go down. It's just a picture go down with the old man. You see that?
Yeah, pretty much. There it is. All right, I wanted this.
That was I think a week ago on that one.
Copy. Yeah. Okay. You guys, sorry, you have to watch me do this. This means the cop you gave an attitude. This means the cop you pissed off can now raid your house and take your guns.
Well, not that he can raid your house. It's that he can put in.
Yeah, that's essentially what he's doing.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
I mean, he's throwing a middleman in there, but that's what he's doing. God. All right. Anyway, what were you showing me? Were you going to show me? Oh, yeah, you showed me already.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's get out of there. Let's see. We're talking about Instagram. Oh, yeah.
But
that's what we were talking about. This was crazy. Did you see Linda McMahon at the Senate confirmation hearings?
I loved it.
She brought backup, bro. She brought Triple H, son.
My only question was, no Vince?
No, I think they're going through some stuff. But check this out.
Yeah, you got it?
Look at his eyes. You know he wanted to spit out that water. Let's see if I can find the other one. The other one was good. It had like the music. Oh, man. I don't know if I could find it. It was so good. I have so many saved. But man.
Yeah, but the thing about, I'm hoping she does good. She seems like a really good fit. I don't know if you watched her hearing or her confirmation.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she was in his last administration before.
Right. Exactly. She already has experience.
Yeah. So I think it'll be okay. Did you see this? It's got that mug shot.
Where? What?
Right here in the corner.
You
didn't see it? There it is.
That's a mugshot?
Yeah, that's Trump's mugshot. You don't remember when the Democrats arrested Trump in Georgia and made him take a mugshot?
No.
Oh, bro.
No,
they had
but
T-shirts. Oh, it was great.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks. That's before I started paying attention. But I was watching some stuff on Mike Benz the other day on how that was all set up through this USAID.
Oh, yeah. The United States, what was it? Advancement or something like Advancement in International Development.
There you go.
That's what it
So
stands for.
it was all basically funded through that, right? The way that they like tried to get charges put against him, it's all lined out in USAID's like a manual on how to keep populists out of power in our government.
Yeah, that USAID thing was crazy. It's pretty much the CIA front for stuff that CIA wasn't allowed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. All the stuff that's coming out that was funded by USAID, like, yeah, it's nuts. And then and
that's just the tip of the iceberg. They're saying, oh, it's just a little bit. Wait until we get into more. They just...
that little bit's already too much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
crazy.
For me, it is.
Yep. Yeah, that is wild. It's so ridiculous, all the stuff that they're finding. And then they're still giving money to hotel rooms.
Oh, did you see that last week? 59 million last week.
I'm like, why are we still doing this? What was even just as crazy as that is how the border issue pretty much stopped overnight. Crazy how the president could just do that, huh?
I know. Did you see the Mexican president's speech to the United States?
No.
And well, no, it was
I don't
to her
speak
people.
Spanish.
Well, but they had it obviously translated. So you practice. Shit'll get you killed if you don't watch out. They'll be plotting all kinds of stuff behind your back. But it was good, man. She said basically she laid it down, man. She actually had some really good points. And she had a bunch of stuff that was, I feel like, maybe propaganda. I don't know. Because she definitely said that there's absolutely no ties between her and the cartels.
Yeah, you could ask
There's
all
zero.
of her opponents that were running against her in the election that were murdered
you can't
by
ask
the
them.
cartel.
How are you going to ask them, bud? You can't. There's no way to disprove this lady, okay? So so one, A, she is not connected, okay? You got it?
Okay.
And second of all,
According to her.
exactly.
Yeah.
And second of all, it's not her fault that America has such a drug problem, and she's not wrong. She is not wrong.
Yeah, it is. Well, I guess, yeah.
They wouldn't be funded if it wasn't for America needing it. That's basically what she said to
Yeah.
Trump.
Supply and demand, but I guess if you cut off the demand or the supply, that cuts off
Agreed.
the demand too.
Agreed.
But I don't know. If I were leading a country and people were manufacturing and distributing illegal drugs, it sounds like it's also still illegal in her country.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't know. It seems like you're just kind of passing the buck. Besides, she's like a World Economic Forum planted president. Like,
I don't know much about her.
her name is Sheinbaum, and she's the president of Mexico.
I barely saw that now when I was watching that story.
So I don't know. And she won. Like, people voted for
She
her.
didn't really. Was there any other choice?
I mean,
I heard that all.
it was
the
her
other
or the Mexican guy. I mean, I don't know. Just-
I heard that all the other candidates were murdered.
oh, so she ran unopposed.
That's what I heard.
Huh. I didn't know all that.
That's a story I heard. I could be wrong. I could have gotten.
No,
caught.
I heard like everybody was being taken out. So she might have taken everybody out.
I heard she was unopposed, but you could check that out.
Nah, I don't feel like it. Sounds right though.
Excuse me.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Supposedly they're putting a bunch of people on the border.
Yeah.
Same with Canada.
I talked to a Mexican national about it to see what he thought. at work. You know, I work with many.
Yeah.
And so his only gripe was that he's like, well, Trump's screwing himself right now with the whole tariff thing. But they're still not understanding how this is a strategy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you think Trump is screwing himself with these tariffs, then either you missed what happened, because he got exactly what he wanted. He threatened tariffs on Mexico and Canada. He said, here are tariffs. I want more border security. I want shit to stop coming through.
Right.
And guess what? It happened. So Trump said, all right, we're putting a stop to the tariffs for 30 days or whatever. Everybody's like, they showed him. It's like, no, they gave him what he wanted. So he called off the tariffs.
Right.
Like
so this one, though,
like Trump is using his power here.
I guess this recent dispute is about tariffs. He's threatening tariffs now because they don't want to consider the cartel a terrorist organization. And they don't want America interfering because they're sovereign, and their sovereignty is not going to be on the, compromise. They're not going to compromise that. Mm-hmm. And, but no, like I say, this guy from work, he was saying that that's the only thing. He's like, other than that, I have no problem. I keep my passport. He's a Mexican national. He keeps his passport updated. No problem. He says, all I got to do is go file the paperwork. I'll be citizen because my wife is a citizen. But in the meantime, that's all that bothered. That's all he had. He said, well, you guys aren't going to get no avocados.
We grow avocados in California.
Nice.
Like everybody says that you're not going to get your Corona and your avocado. Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
Corona is actually made in California now, too.
All right. There you go. And if I do drink beer, I drink American beer anyway.
Yeah. So do I. Merca.
And I don't need to eat avocados, bro.
I do. I love some avocados, but like you said, we'll grow them here.
Exactly.
It's not that. Yeah, but they're making right now. They're making our cars, things like that.
Definitely need to bring the manufacturing back here. Trump was putting like the tariffs on like a lot of the steel and stuff. Yeah, to try to bring back the steel manufacturing back here. So he was like putting like just blanket tariffs on like steel and aluminum and just anything coming in because he's trying to bring that back here, But
my buddy, this gentleman I was talking to, funny thing that it kind of caught me off guard because he was a Marine. He served in our Marines, in the American Marines, but that doesn't automatically make you a citizen.
It doesn't.
That tripped me out. You can fight for our country, but you don't get a citizenship.
No, and the crazy thing is that like the United States government had like lied to a bunch of these like people that served our country, and pretty much like it was like just don't get in trouble and we won't send you kind of situation. But they lied and gave the impression that you're citizens. So then they started deporting a bunch of these people back to Mexico. So there's like little colonies in Mexico of like straight up Americans who aren't technically American citizens, but they're straight up American, lived here their whole lives.
Right.
Got pulled over for like a DWI or something, and the next thing you know, he's getting deported to a country where the language he doesn't even speak.
See, but this isn't a problem with my buddy. He says as long as he keeps up to date on everything, he's fine. And he doesn't mind doing it because this is where he works, this is where he makes his money. He has his family here in El Paso. And his wife is a Russian immigrant. She wasn't an American citizen. She just got her citizenship when they got married. So that's why he wasn't automatically a citizen when they got married. But yeah, they both are, and he didn't complain anything about the deportation things or anything. His complaint was just that he feels like America's screwing themselves, but with the tariff thing, which is the big
everybody thinks
consensus.
It's so
you should
bad.
See Albuquerque, man. I watched the Albuquerque Journal podcast. They're rough on Trump right now with the tariff thing. Oh, everything's going to raise. Prices are all going to go up. Where's the drop in prices? And
he's been in office for like a month, bro. Like,
how are you going to solve this?
How's it going to go down like instantly?
Yeah, we're so screwed right now. It's going to take some time.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little time.
Right. God, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think if you're willing to fight for our country, that is like...
Fast track to citizenship.
Yeah, you would think like citizenship with service.
Yeah, I thought he was lying to me because I talked to him a few times, and once he was telling me about the Marines, and then another time he was telling me how he's not a U.S. citizen. And then one day I asked him, I said, hey, wait a minute. I asked him, and that's when he told me. I was really surprised.
Huh.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Blew my mind.
Yeah. No, I definitely have heard of that. And I know like France has like the French Foreign Legion and stuff. And like, I think it's kind of like the same thing as like foreigners that fight for them, get like citizenship and stuff like that.
He brings me snacks. Watch, I got to show you this.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, show me those snacks, bro. That's all I was gonna
no,
say.
what I wanted to show you about him is that. Watch, I'll send this. I'll just put it on. Send it to your phone or text?
You can send it to my phone.
Boom. So there's snacks over there. They put on the bag that there's too many calories and too much sodium for you. In America, you'll never see. This is like their version of Takis.
All right,
they're good as heck too, man. Whew, I got addicted to them.
Okay, save. Cool. We're gonna go. Sorry, letting the dogs in. Photos.
Hey, Crystal.
Let's see. It's gonna be lame and not let me see. Okay, let's go here. We're gonna go to here.
Yeah, he brings me, because we have our version of all these snacks, all these Mexican snacks, but he brings me the different versions, and that's amazing, the difference between Mexican, or just other countries and ours, things like that. They use like real corn. They taste good as heck, man.
All right, so it says exceso calorías, exceso sodio. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's about as big as I can get it.
Have you ever seen that on a bag of Doritos?
No, dude.
Takis or heck no. But that's that's the only time I've ever seen it in person. This, the whole thing that RFK started talking about, how other countries have, they put it right there in the open. Hey, this is bad for you.
I think that's what we need. They do that in Europe too, like especially with imported foods that come from America. They put like warning labels on them.
Well, like, it was funny when Trump was talking about how they don't accept our produce, and then he kind of stumbled because he says, "Yeah, they don't accept our produce. They come up with excuses like the stuff that we put on our in our soils and on our fruit." And he's kind of like, I'm paraphrasing, but he's kind of like, they might have a point about that.
Yeah, he's right. Oh man, that's so funny.
It was great. Man.
He's all, you know what? Yeah. He's all, we got to change it all. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm glad RFK finally got confirmed, so we can finally start seeing a change in that.
Oh, they tried hard.
Yeah, they were
keep him out. Did you see any of the hearings?
Yeah, did you see fucking Bernie Sanders? Do you condemn those onesies? Condemn those onesies.
I missed that part.
You didn't see condemn those onesies? Oh, bro, I need to find condemn those onesies. Oh man, this was crazy. Bernie's a crazy guy, dude.
I've been watching some of his rants lately. He's just, what are you talking? Why does he keep throwing, they're just like gaslighting so blatantly. They're tearing down Social Security. No, you guys have wrecked Social Security.
Robbed it.
I need to feel like I'm going to have a Social Security. They need to find the corruption now, find the missing money so that I have my Social Security. What are you talking about? Taking it away. They're taking it. Meals on Wheels goes to Grandma and Papa's house every day, bro. What are you talking? They haven't got nothing taken. He's a veteran. All his services are still there every day.
Right.
Don't give me that.
Right. All right, here we go.
You have started a group called the Children's Health Defense. You're the originator. Right now, as I understand it, on their website, they are selling what's called
Can I just point out it looks like he just woke up?
onesies. These are little things, clothing for babies. One of them is titled Unfaxed, Unafraid.
They say faxed or
Next one
vaxxed?
is sold
Vaxxed.
for $26 a piece, by the
Sounded
way.
like vaxxed.
Next one is no vax, no problem. Now, you're coming before this committee and you say you're pro-vaccine. Just want to ask some questions. And yet your organization is making money selling a child's product to parents for $26, which casts fundamental doubt on the usefulness of vaccines. Can you tell us now that you will, now that you are pro-vaccine, that you're going to have your organization take these products off the market?
Senator, I have no power over that organization. I'm not part of it. I resigned from the board.
That was just a few months ago. You founded that.
So?
You certainly have power. You can make that call. Are you supportive of this?
I've had nothing to do with
Are you
leadership.
supportive of these onesies?
I'm supportive of vaccines.
Are you supportive of this clothing, which is militantly anti-vaccine?
I am supportive of vaccines.
He's fucking laughing at him.
I want good science, and I want to protect
But you will
vaccines.
not tell the organization you founded not to continue selling that product. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I got to show. He's laughing at him.
Supportive of vaccines. I want good science, and I want to protect
But you will
vaccines.
not tell the organization you founded not to continue selling that product. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Will you
They
condemn
tried.
the onesies?
I didn't see that. Thanks for showing me. That's great, man.
I only want good science.
Oh, man.
Oh, poor RFK. He always sounds like he's holding in a cry.
I know. I saw Tulsi doing some training, some handgun training. That was fun. That was cool to watch.
Yeah, she kind of, yeah.
Did you see that? Did you see?
I've seen some older stuff back when she was trying to make her right-wing arc, if you will.
Is that what it was? I think
It
it was.
was a
This was
while
older.
ago.
This was older, but
It was
they just
outdoor?
showed it now. Did you see, what about? Yeah, it was outdoor. What about Hegseth?
Training with the Marines.
Bro.
That was pretty cool.
Made
Looked
me
like
want to
a-
do some
looked
push-ups.
Like a before and after picture.
Started doing my lunge squats, bro. After that, that's what's up. That's what we need, man. I'm proud of our country right now.
Yeah, I think
It's been a while.
I think Trump has given more press conferences in like the first month he's been in office than than Biden has, like the whole 4 years.
Hasn't he done more period than any president in history?
It's crazy.
This quick.
Yeah, it's his revenge.
So
tour.
what everybody told me, their best argument that actually would hit me hard during the election was the people that were kind of undecided or on the other side was they're all the same. Doesn't matter what he says, he's not going to do. They're not going to do it once they get in office.
Yeah, it used to be like that.
Always was
Yeah,
like that.
it was always like
So
that.
that's what I'm saying. It would hit me hard, and I was like, man, you're right. I can't argue with that. What can I say back?
Yeah, then like everybody thought like Obama was going to be like the change that everybody ended up just being part of the machine. And yeah, and Trump, yeah, he's definitely a populist. Came out of nowhere. They didn't expect him to win. Put him against Hillary, and then he started, yeah, here we are.
Did Elon look like an alien to you in that hat and the jacket in the Oval Office?
He doesn't do hats well.
Bro, he looked like the exact like drawing of the alien they make. He looked cool as heck. Oh, you got
He looked like the drawing of the alien. Like what?
Did you see little X in the car? I think I was telling you about it. They're in the car, and because everybody's talking about how X was pointing at Trump and saying, "Shut up."
Yeah.
And turns out it was the reporter straight across, and they debunked it. Anyways, so then they show Elon in the car with X, and he asks him, what do you want us to? What are we going to do? Or what am I going to do? Or something like that. And the kid says, "Save America."
There you go.
And then he goes, "What else?" He goes, "Help Trump."
And I'm sure everybody's going to say, "Oh, that was coached."
Sure, of course
blah,
it was.
blah,
Who cares? And coached or not, he's teaching good things to his son. Help the president. What's the problem?
Yeah.
I don't care if it's coached or not. That's the problem. We're not coaching our kids, or we're coaching them into things that make us feel better. Not us personally, but that makes people more important. Parents want to be so important now that they coach their kids into things that give them the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the principles that we should have, gun safety, the 4 rules of gun safety, every child should know. The
pillars of character. Yeah.
Pillars of character. Just respect in general.
Yeah.
Just good old respect. That's gone.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. It's pretty messed up. Yeah. It's the internet, the TV, everybody's attached to screens. Just use a screen as a babysitter, All right, let's end with this last one because we've been following this DWI stuff here. So make this story big. Open. All right, I guess we can't, so I got to queue it up. Queue it up. Here we go. Big. See, these always give me problems when we play the news.
Do you know how far back this has been going?
Yeah, I think the last time we read it, it's been like since like 2008 or something. Before that?
They just let out something about it being, I don't want to say for sure, it's something like 50 years old.
Jeez. Let's see what these guys say.
Tonight, another shocking development in the DWI dismissal scandal, rocking law enforcement agencies across the metro. A New Mexico State Police sergeant, once dubbed the DWI King for his impressive arrest record, is now on leave in connection to the scandal.
The
He's
DWI
the first officer
King
from state police to be connected to this federal investigation, following more than a dozen APD officers and 1 BCSO deputy. News 13's Annalisa Pardo is here with the latest.
We'll take a look at this 2015 State Transportation Department billboard with Toby LaFave. He was the face of the NDWI campaign.
The face of DWI.
Could be connected to one of the state's
Can't make this
biggest
stuff up.
public corruption scandals.
Thanks,
I guess there's a reason why this badge sits right over my heart.
Featured
so I could steal money, put innocent people in jail.
Police officer
Always a stater.
is known for his impressive
First one, I think.
DWI arrest record. Named Officer of the Year twice by Mothers Against Drunk Driving and State Police Officer of the Year in 2012. In 2017, News 13 caught up with LaFave after his 113th DWI arrest.
It's very disheartening knowing that people continue to drink and drive, seeing all the commercials, seeing all the ads, seeing all the fatals, children in vehicles.
But now LaFave is on leave in connection to the investigation into what the feds are calling the DWI enterprise, where then Albuquerque defense attorney Thomas Clear III and paralegal Ricardo Rick Mendez conspired with police officers to miss hearings and get DWI cases dropped. The participating officers would then get money and gifts in return, and the accused drunk drivers would get to keep their licenses and escape conviction. Our News 13
What do you think those gifts were? Do you think those gifts were from the?
Clear was the defense attorney.
Do you think they were from the evidence?
Well, I think the lawyers were giving gifts to the officers.
Oh, I see.
I just had a crazy thought. New Mexico has been like the DWI capital of the country, and like it's been like such a epidemic, and like they have all these PSAs and commercials and all these campaigns that they're always running.
Right.
But this made me think, I wonder if it's actually fake. And it's just based off of all these fake arrests that they're making. And New Mexico really doesn't have that big of a problem.
We don't know anything anymore.
Right? What's real, bro?
I remember I said something on
real?
One of the last podcasts that like, oh, we're getting good at weeding. We can't weed nothing out.
Nope.
Unless you see it, that's why I try to like base things on my own evaluation, my own personal experiences. I try to, but it's hard.
But yeah, I wonder if it's even as bad. I mean, it's bad, but
let's see.
But I mean, I lived in New Orleans, and like that was where drinking is encouraged, and I know everybody was drinking and driving, and it wasn't anything like it is here. So it's.
In 27
it's
of
fake.
LaFave's arrests,
Might
with
be.
11 or 41% of them getting dismissed.
I believe that DWI is a very serious thing. I don't think it's a funny thing.
Following the news, the Bernalillo County District Attorney added LaFave to the Giglio list, meaning he is not considered a credible witness in court. So far, the DA has dropped 230 cases involving officers implicated in the scheme. A spokesperson says they are now currently reviewing LaFave's cases.
Well, you just said almost half of his were dismissed.
Whistler says any misconduct in their ranks will not be tolerated. And if it's found Sergeant LaFave's actions violated the law or policy, he will be dealt with swiftly and decisively.
As for these billboards, NMDOT says officer participation is...
So how about some legislature on people in power abusing their power?
You would think, especially with this going on, that would be part of that roundhouse session. But how would the state police? I mean, come on, it's the enforcement arm of the governor. You know, why would you make laws against your goon squad? You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. You need more populists in office. Yeah. Yeah. The state's been run by Democrats for a while. And I mean, you got stuff like this going on.
At discretion of New Mexico State Police, and that LaFave is not in any current NDWI material. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Annalisa.
Took him off the posters. That's punishment.
Cacetas, the former state police chief who once applauded LaFave's DWI record. In a statement, Cacetas says he's disappointed. He goes on to say, quote, arresting individuals for DWI and not following through with the court process because you are an alleged corrupt police officer is inexcusable. I was his captain and ultimately his chief. We should have caught this. I have full faith in Chief Weisler to do the job of identifying and removing any state police officers involved.
What about arresting them?
I don't want. I want felonies on all of them.
Federal charges on this. This is a RICO case, man.
I want their gun rights taken.
Yeah, felons, gun rights.
I don't say that about anybody.
Can't be a cop.
But you're. Oh, it's the worst.
Disciplinary action for his suspected conduct in the so-called DWI enterprise.
It's fucking Saul Goodman right there, bro. For real.
Suspended him from practicing in New Mexico.
Oh, but he can just move somewhere else.
Yeah. Judge is forbidding to practice law anywhere in America.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay.
The panel has 21 days to decide if Clear faces permanent suspension or disbarment. Today, Clear's attorney says he will not fight the decision. Two officers connected to the scandal who resigned from APD, then hired by CYFD, are still on
did you hear about that?
Harvey Johnson and Nelson Ortiz resigned from the department in 2024, giving up their badges rather than be interviewed by APD's internal affairs. CYFD then hired them. When we questioned CYFD about hiring the two men while under federal investigation, the two workers were placed on paid leave. Now, 2 weeks later, the state confirms tonight they are still on paid leave.
Nice.
Paid.
Yeah, dude. They collected that check, homie.
Vacation. You get a vacation.
Yeah, paid vacation. They collecting that.
I wish
check,
when I made a mistake, I got one of those.
Yeah, right. Instead, I just got fired.
Right?
That's nuts, man. Yeah, I'm interested to see what else happens. It looks like that this whole DWI story thing is going to be, they're going to be uncovering things for a long time. Like this is going through multi-agencies. Like it's nuts. Yeah.
Wish I'd known that lawyer.
Right?
I wouldn't have that one.
That's Saul Goodman, bro.
I know. Dang. No kidding.
Dude.
That's funny. You should make a meme.
I should make a meme. That's funny. I guess we'll end it there. Yeah. Where can we find you?
Same place, GE Machines and GE Outdoors. Find me on X, GE the Dumb Plumber. And that's about it right now.
Cool. And I'm Deep South EDC everywhere. Follow me on X, Rumble, YouTube. Got something called Minds. Minds is pretty cool. But yeah, follow me everywhere.
Rumble. Hey, what's that Rumble like?
It's like YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it less censorship kind of thing though?
Tons less.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, get a Rumble. Everybody tell this guy to get a Rumble.
I got one. I just haven't started using it.
Well, start uploading to Rumble. Yeah. Right now, they're doing a lot of stuff. They're like getting like people on like gaming contracts and stuff. They're like, they're
Coming
really,
up a little, aren't
they really want to be a competitor to YouTube.
Nice. I love it.
And they monetize you right away.
Love it.
So yeah, follow us on Rumble. Follow him on Rumble. Maybe if he gets enough, he'll post some content. Anyway, guys, it's a crazy one out there. Remember to stay well regulated, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.